Hi, I'm Maria Polomonez, one of the psychologists in Paragon PsychConnect, and this is Brucey, my co-presenter and sidekick. Thank you for joining us in our Pain Facts number 3 for our International Pain Month of September. This is in regards to one of the questions we actually ask our clients, which is, do you think the environment you're in affects your pain? And often they'll say no to us, but the answer is actually, yes, it does. So pain is modified by our environment. And how do we know that? We know that from various types of scenarios that have happened. So for example, people who've lost a limb while in remote locations will often say that they experience little or no pain until they're safely back in civilization. And that's been depicted in that movie, 127 Hours, where the main character was trapped between two boulders and had to chop his own arm off. And he reported he felt little pain while he was doing that. And this is not extraordinary. We get that from people that have been involved in industrial accidents. And God forbid, the bloke who's kind of mucking around in the shed, who loses control of his grinder and chops his finger off, picks it up, wraps it up in his hanky, takes it into the wife and says, "You've got to take me to the hospital. I've cut my finger." She says, "Put a Band-Aid on it." He shows her the finger that's been severed and they have to rush off to the hospital. Often when you ask, they will say, it felt a bit strange. It felt weird, but it wasn't actually pain. And maybe the pain didn't start until way later after the surgery when they'd had it stitched back on again. In other circumstances, and this happens a lot with people who have been out in the ocean, they've been bitten by a shark while they've been snorkeling or they have been surfing, and they will say to you, it felt strange, but it wasn't painful. And part of that is, remember what we said in session 1, in pain fact number 1, our brain looks for danger, and the shark in this instant is a lot more dangerous than what is actually happening in your foot or in your leg where the bite is. So shark is dangerous. The brain says, get out of the water now. There is no benefit in feeling pain. And often the person doesn't feel pain until they get to the shore. Let's have another look at a different situation. Falling while you were skiing versus falling at work. Which one do you think hurts more? Even though they might be very, very similar in the way the person has fallen. In the first situation, falling while skiing, you expect to fall. There is no one who's ever skied that hasn't fallen. We fall all the time. Every time I've fallen skiing, our friends turn up and give me a high five and say, that was great, I got it on the GoPro, we'll watch it tonight and laugh. So get yourself up, put your skis on again and continue skiing. In the second circumstances where you've fallen off a ladder while you're painting at work, you don't expect to fall. This is unexpected. And when you fall, it is quite a shock to you. And your brain says to you, you've damaged something, you've hurt something, don't move. So the same type of fall into different environments can be perceived by the brain as quite different. The first one is almost a trophy fall. The second one is a concern of, I've injured myself at work. So yet again, this is more reasons about how you think and what you expect affects if you will have pain or not. Once again, thank you very much for joining us with Pain Facts number 3. And if you want more information, please get onto our website, www.paragonpsychconnect.com.au, and feel free to send us an email asking us any questions or even requesting a copy of one of our pain hypnosis tracks. Thank you very much and looking forward to talking to you again in the future. Bye.